Hi, everybody. You know, there's a few things that are really difficult to do on the viola, and one of them is spiccato. I find that a lot of my students have a lot of trouble doing spiccato, and I really want to help you with that. So even though it's a multi-step process, I'm going to give you some tips today that can really help you get your bow bouncing and controlled. Now, there's a word right there that's important. It's the word control. When we do spiccato, it is definitely a controlled stroke where we're controlling how the bow bounces on the string, like so. Now, one thing to talk about, I'll talk about some very good concepts. One thing is that in the up bows, that our arm is going to move in, and on the down bows, our bow is going to move out just a little bit. Now, when I tell people these things, I usually get a real exaggeration from students, and what I want to tell you is that we don't exaggerate, we just go a little bit of something. So we start off very small and then can get bigger. So when I'm talking about the word out, what I'm talking about is that my arm goes from here to there. So kind of from the bridge to the fingerboard. So my arm goes here and out. And you can see up in my upper arm that my arm starts here and it goes out. It goes out away from me. Just the opposite. When I go in, I go kind of from the fingerboard back to the bridge. Fingerboard to the bridge. Now Ivan Galamian talked about this a lot. Out and in. It's not to be exaggerated. It's just to be thought of. Again, the out means that we start from the bridge and go out. So our arm goes that way. So out. When we go in, it's the opposite. We go from here and back. So you can see out, in, that way. So starting with a down bow, when I go down bow, my bow hand is going to feel like it's going out, maybe about just 1 inch. And all I'm going to do is practice that with my bow on the string like this. So I'm going to go out, out, come back in, out, out, like that. Now to practice the in, I start around the fingerboard with my hand, in, just like that. Now it's just a small motion, but you'll see that when I do my spiccato, out, in, out, in, out, in, just like that. That really helps me to control my bow. That one thing can really help you with your spiccato. So basically, all I'm really doing is drawing an X on my string, but a very small one. So you can see, if you watch the direction of the bow, my bow is that way, and it draws an X. And that's how I'm going to practice. So I'm going to drop one note, come back in, out, in, out, in. Just like that. Something great to practice. Do 1 octave scale, 4 bows on each note, out and in, just dropping the bow on the string and trying to get a nice, clear sound, just like this. Etc. What a great exercise and a great feeling. Once you can get that, it might take you a week or two, but just every day go through those strokes. It will come to you. You'll get it. I'm always listening to my sound. If I get a sound like this, I know I have to work at it. So I have to keep it controlled. I keep my bow pretty close to the string, not too high, maybe 1 inch. I put a lot of weight on my pinky. I don't use this finger too much. I have the pinky working. So a good exercise is to go like this. So I have my bow hold like this, and I pick up my other fingers. From the side, you can see that my pinky is nice and rounded. So when I pick it up, between my thumb and my pinky, I can hold the bow, and the other fingers just sit on top, and then I'm going to practice. Out, in, out, in front of a mirror is good because you want to see there's a little bit of an angle like that and a little bit there. You don't want it to look like this. You'll know it's not right when the sound isn't there. Just like that. Approach the string already in the in position on the up bow. So don't go like that. So the down is going to start a little out. Pull it back in. Up bow, down bow, up bow. Go really slowly. I'm bouncing about right there. My balance point is actually about right there. I don't really think about the balance point. I think about where is it that I get a nice clear sound. Something like this. If I play up here, I don't get as clear of a sound. Of course, after I get used to this, I can bounce there. I can get a spiccato in most of the parts of the bow. But for learning how to do it, I want to find that place in the bow where I get that nice clear sound, where I can hear that nice clear sound. That's really important. I can't tell you how important it is. And so I'm just listening. Where is the sound clear? Right there. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. You can see I'm just drawing a nice X there, and you can see how nicely that my arm looks. Here's a warning. Keep your shoulder down when you do this. Don't do that. So always think your arm, your shoulder going through the ground, and you're just drawing a nice X on the string. After a while, you'll figure that out. There's a nice straight bow spiccato. Like so, very controlled. Well, that is a great way to practice. Now, I can play scales like that first. So again, here's a nice scale using spiccato. Whenever I do this, I always end with a nice long, pretty bow stroke. That's how I get my control. A lot of people play like that, but the feeling of doing that and having a nice straight bow and a beautiful bow stroke after you play these exercises is a great thing, because what we're really looking for is being able to control the bow. I can play 2 notes per bow, 2 bows per note. Oops. One note. Now the faster I go, the closer the bow gets to the string. So when I'm going slowly, I might lift up the bow just to feel that. But as I get faster, I'm getting faster by having the bow closer to the string. Like so. So you'll see there are a lot of variations. There are a lot of things to do. Will this video help you have a perfect spiccato? Not yet, but it will get you started to getting that beautiful spiccato that you can use when playing very difficult pieces. Like that one. And that's how we get that spiccato. After a while, it's just control. Well, I hope that this video really helped you. It helps me to practice like that. Remember, we have the out and the in with our arm, and we can practice those X's. Watch the video carefully to figure these things out. Let me know how it works for you. Let me know if the video is helpful for you. Let me know down in those comments. I'd love to hear from you. And until I see you the next time, happy practicing.